Bird machine.
Check.
Hey Manzig, just saw Justice League last night. It was fairly unimpressive. Anyways, happy Turkey Week. We got Thanksgiving and some good football games going on for Thursday on Thanksgiving. This is the preview going into Week 12. Wow, do we know some things? And let's talk about them. So, going into Week 12, we have My Juju is Dangerous versus Leo's Army, both 7-4. This matchup is kind of not that important, but whoever does win this is a lock, 100% guarantee for a playoff spot. We also now have Mark winning and is now 2-9. Changing his name to Fitzmagic, and he's taking on the Law Firm. Tough matchup. Mr. League Leader, who is 10-1, has locked in best record, $25, has locked in first round bye, and is the front runner to win it all. The Law Firm does face off, however, against that bye week curse. So we'll see what happens there. Then we have SP3 Prue, who is 2-9, taking on the newly named Melvin Gordon. Cody making some blockbuster trades. Trade deadline is today. By the time you see this video, trades are no longer accepted and they are done. Cody is 6-5 and looking good for a playoff spot as well. The next matchup we have is our featured matchup, and I'll tell you why. The Immortals, 6-5, Tyler, against the Big Cheese, Trevor, who's 3-8. Now, this is big because Tyler doesn't have very many points for. In fact, the other team that has 5 wins, 5-6, John Clausen, if he can win and Tyler can lose, so if Trevor can beat Tyler this week, it puts Trevor in a really good spot because Trevor has a ton of points. So obviously he kind of wants the team in the bottom 4 that has lower points than him, because right now at this point, wins don't matter for Trevor. It's all about the points. So big matchup for Trevor to beat Tyler. And like I said, John Clausen, 5-6, changed his name to Lights Kamara Action. Like it, John. Takes on Return of the Duggernaut, who put up good numbers last week, but overall points for have not been very impressive. However, he is 7-4 and looking good for a playoff spot. So those are the games or matchups this week for Week 12. We have this week and one more. So next week we'll go into a little bit more details on definites, who's in for sure, who's out. We'll do ins and outs. Another thing to note here is Mark and Prue are guaranteed bottom 4, and one of these two guys will be our Sacco. Mark is leading by 44 points in the points department with tied records. So these last 2 weeks are important matchups for these two guys to win their games to hopefully secure their not Sacco campaign here. As the standings go, Law Firm is leading the way, 10-1. He is looking to set league history by eclipsing Leo's 11 wins. So he still has the possibility to set a man's league record there. My Juju is Dangerous, 7-4. So is Leo's Army, Return of the Duggernaut, all 7-4. And then we have 2 6-5 teams, which are Cody's team and Tyler's team. Then we have Lights Kamara Action, who is 5-6. Big Cheese, 3-8. 2-9. 2-9 for Mark and Prue. Now, the Lights Kamara Action is 5-6. And we don't know who technically is going to be that 4th team in the bottom quite yet. The 3 teams that are guaranteed to be in the bottom 4 are Mark, Prue, and Trevor. So we're kind of have to wait and see what kind of filters down to be that 4th spot. As you know, playoffs, the rule goes top 6 are in, bottom 4, whoever has the most points of the bottom 4 will get that last playoff seed. And just to remind everyone that you must have all of your player slots filled with active players. So I think it does make it a little difficult, seeing that we have a larger starting roster and not such a big bench, that you really can't put in just all scrubs, as we've kind of revisit this again from what happened last year. Still, whoever's in these positions, this is what's panned out for you. This is what your team performance is. It's the situations. So it does make it a little interesting here at the end. Something else I want to let you guys in on is keep up the Chipotle challenge. $20 Chipotle gift card for that. Goes all year, fellas. So all the way through week 17, I believe, for that one. Pretty close race, back and forth. Clausen's got it right now. Keep making your picks for that. It's right in the app, super easy. Drops lowest week. Also, in addition, keep in mind that we still have $20 for high score video, or for high scores of the week, with the video included. That goes for the next 2 weeks, and then we still have weeks 14, 15, and 16. They get high score. It's only $10. No video necessary, unless you want to. And so we also have the Superman Award, which is new this year, that we're doing all through the season. So definitely another incentive to put your best players on the field. Gather those points, because it still has weeks 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 5 solid weeks still to gather up points for the Superman Award, and that still can be anybody's. Well, not maybe anybody's, but a lot of people are still in the running for that. So definitely the high score money out there, Superman Award points, and so let's. Those are the incentives to make sure that you keep putting your guys on the field and playing your hearts out. So from there, I'll turn it over. Points for. Caleb is leading the way, only about by 30 for my team, so I'm looking to try to take that most points for from Caleb. Then we have Cody securing the number 3 spot for most points, and then it starts dropping fairly significant after that. It goes Leo's Army, Trevor, John Clausen, JP, Tyler, Mark, and Prue for points for their teams. So that is this week's preview video, and we'll do a deeper dive going into week 13. Good luck, everyone, in their matchups, and we'll see you